Hello class, welcome to StudyWeb Academy, where education is without limit. Welcome to our English class, and let's continue learning about the speech work. And basically we're talking about monophthongs and what they are. So I told you what they are, I even gave you examples and how to pronounce them. So these are the various examples I gave you. So right now we were looking at these examples but in sentences. So how do we pronounce them when they're in sentences? How do we utter these sounds? Okay, so we have I gave you the word like beat and say. Let's look at the second example here. We have this sound ah, for example, in words like cat. This is an open front and rounded vowel sound. Cat. Even when you say the word cat, you notice your lips do not go round, but they just spread and say the word cat. He has a hat and a bat in his backpack. So hat, bat, cat, they are this sound here. Okay, so that is a monophthong. Don't forget that. Then we have this sound here for words like car. So sound ah, for example, in words like car. It's an open again and unrounded vowel sound. So here you open your mouth and widen it to say this word car. The stars are shining in the dark sky. Stars, car. So that is the same sound there. Then this in, for example, the word so, where you now round your mouth. Look at that difference. When you say the word cat and so, you notice that with cat, your mouth widens and does not go round when you say it. But when you say the word so, your mouth automatically becomes rounded. Okay, so here this is a mid-open but or mid-open back rounded vowel sound. He draws with chalk on the sidewalk. So we have so, draw. You notice that your lips automatically are rounded when you say such words or such sounds. Okay, then the next example we have sound o for go. This is a mid close back rounded vowel sound. Again, this is rounded. So a, e, a, e. We have 5 vowels, class. A, e. They are not rounded. They are unrounded sounds. But when you come to o, look at what I'm talking about. It's a rounded vowel sound. Like, let's go to the park and throw a frisbee. So go becomes our example of a word here where your mouth automatically is rounded. Okay, then oo again. When you say oo as in food, it's a high back rounded sound again, so your lips automatically gets rounded. Okay, so oo, food. The mood in the room was tense. Mood, room, food. You notice that your mouth forms this circular or rounded shape. Then the last example in here is the oo sound again, for example, in words like book. So here you don't pull it like the way you pull food, but here we say book. So this is a closed rounded vowel sound. It's again closed and rounded. And here, for example, would you look at the book on the shelf? So here we have words like look, book. Okay, so that is another example of a sound. Then I'll look at the last 3 examples here, and we have this sound ah, for example, in words like cup. This is a mid, back, and rounded vowel sound. So this ah is unrounded. Even when you say cup, your lips automatically widen and spread. So I spilled some soup from the cup. Again, you check on that. And then we have words like the ah word. This is the ah sound, as in bad, ah sound. So bad. It's again unrounded, so it's a mid-open, central, unrounded vowel sound. The bird perched on the fence and chirped. So we have words like chirped, bird, okay, which are this R sound. Then lastly, we have the schwa sound in words like sofa. It's a mid-central vowel sound. I placed my book on the sofa before leaving. So it's just a sound that is very easily spoken out, and the way it comes out is very easy. So just to widen your understanding on this, monophthongs are essential in understanding and articulating vowel sounds in various languages, and they serve as the foundation of pronunciation and phonetic studies. Again, monophthongs are the essential or very important. They're important in understanding and articulating vowel sounds in various languages, and they serve as a foundation for the pronunciation of phonetic studies. We talked about phonemes and phonics, okay? All these phonemes are just sounds, so don't forget about that. So monophthongs are very crucial in understanding the sound system of languages and are fundamental to the study of phonetics and phonology. So phonology is the study of sounds, okay? So this is very essential when you want to understand such things, okay? They provide a foundation for accurate pronunciation and speech analysis. You want to be good at pronouncing your words, you have to know these monophthongs, okay? So it's very important for you to understand that, so don't forget about that. Now, I hope you understand what all this is all about and what it means. And right now, I want to introduce a certain concept that is crucial and basic to understanding and very important. And that is what we'll talk about. Anybody read that? What do you see? Idioms. So some people say idioms, some people idioms, but I will say idioms, okay? So this is another part that we'll study. And I believe that we all know this and we all understand what idioms are. If you've forgotten, it's okay. We'll remind ourselves. It's really okay, but don't worry. So this is what we're going to be talking about in this section, okay? So idioms. What are idioms? I know you've heard what idioms are. So what are they? What do you understand by the word idioms, okay? So now let's get into this. So idioms. Basically, an idiom is just an expression or phrases in language that have a figurative or non-literal meaning. They are used to convey a specific message or idea that may not be immediately clear from the individual's word or word's literal definitions. Idioms are a common feature in many languages and are used to add color, depth, and context to communication. Now, what do you understand from all that? What do you get from all that I'm saying? So when you want to understand idioms, this is just words and expressions we use today, okay? So if someone doesn't want to be direct, maybe they want to tell you about something but they don't want to be direct, they will use these idioms. They will use these idioms to tell you what they really mean, okay? So idioms are just expressions that are used to simply convey a message or a specific message. If I tell you something like, you break a leg, what does that mean? In the normal English context, people will say maybe someone has broken the leg or something like that. But as an idiom, this means is to wish someone good luck or success, especially before performing an event, okay? Before the play, the director told the actors to break a leg. Look at that. So I'm just introducing what idioms are. So these are just words that they're just expressions or phrases. So they're not words, again. They are expressions or phrases. And these expressions are used to convey a specific message or an idea that may not be immediately clear. Now, when I tell you break a leg, you need to break a leg. Or good luck in your studies, please break a leg. You know, someone will will tend to think that I'm telling them to break a leg or your leg literally breaks or something like that, but it's not in that context. Breaking a leg is an idiom that means wishing someone success. I'm wishing you success, okay? As you go to do your exams or perform, break a leg. I mean, I'm telling you or I'm wishing you all the success in this world. So that is what break a leg means. So those are idioms. They're just phrases and expressions that we use, and they may not be clear, but they're used to tell or convey a specific message, okay? So they just add color and depth to a context. So if you're talking, you don't want to be so like just boring, so you add taste using these idioms. Now, a lot of explanations. Now let's jump into some examples of idioms. So we're going to be looking at the examples of idioms and what these examples entail, okay? So examples of idioms. And the first example is break a leg. So what does this mean? What does it mean to break a leg? Even before I just I've talked about this example, but I will just explain it. So breaking a leg is an idiom, okay, which is used to wish someone good luck or success, especially before performing an important event. Now your friend is going to maybe sit for her national examination, or your friend is going to perform, and you want them to pass, you want them to be the best. What do? You wish them success. So instead of just saying, I wish you all the best and success in your exams, you want to be fun. You want to make your speech or what you're saying very, very fun to listen to. So you use these idioms. So you tell them, as you're going to do your exam, break a leg. What do you mean? Like you're trying to tell them success, okay? So even from today, as we'll continue looking at various idioms, I expect you to use these idioms as you speak. Use them and just feel nice talking about them. Even when someone is listening to you and you're telling them or using idioms and they don't really understand, you feel nice because your English is mature, and you feel nice because you will explain to them what you mean, and you also enjoy teaching other people, okay? So as we learn idioms, don't make your speech just a normal speech. Don't be normal, okay? Use idioms, use these expressions. And we talked about a lot of this. We talked about how to better our speech, okay? So use some of these things. So I've given a sentence here. Before the play, the director told the actors, break a leg, okay? So the director just said success, okay? Or wish them luck, okay? So use this word. So break a leg is an idiom. It's just a phrase. Like I said, it's a phrase. Look at our explanation here. We talked about it being a phrase or an expression in language that has a figurative and non-literal meaning. It's used to convey a message or idea that may not be immediately clear from the individual's words' literal definition. So here when the director says break a leg, they don't mean that, they don't mean like the natural or the real breaking of the leg, no, but they mean success. So when you listen to people use these idioms, they don't mean what they're saying, but they mean the other thing, okay? So it takes effort for someone to understand these idioms. We have very, very many idioms. And if you're not keen, people will use them, and you will start hating people and talking bad about people and thinking that people have abused you, or they have just wronged you when they were literally using idioms to speak. So it takes time for you to understand each one of them. So take your time. Today I will look at a few examples, but as you continue studying, I expect you to find more examples and use them, okay? So we'll look at a few examples. The first example we've looked at is break a leg. The second example is bite the bullet. Now, if I told you to bite the bullet, is it even possible to just take a bullet and bite? Sorry, no. So this again is an idiom. It means to face difficult or unpleasant situation with courage and determination. It's called bite the bullet. As you're going to do the exam, bite the bullet, okay? Face it head on and do not fear, okay? So, for example here, she knew the surgery was necessary. She knew the surgery was necessary. So she decided to bite the bullet and schedule it. Now, this means to take risk. Like, you know something is very, very risky, but it will help you. So what do? You just pursue it with courage and determination. You don't mind what will happen, or people are telling you it's hard or things like that. What do? You just bite the bullet. You face it head on and do it, okay? So this is an example you can use, okay? So if your friend is going to be doing an exam and they are afraid, tell them to bite the bullet, to face the difficult or unpleasant situation with courage and determination. So don't forget to use such words. Just listen to me talk. Like, even if you use these words, you feel so nice using them. And imagine someone using them in their sentences, but don't overuse it again. You'll make your sentence meaningless too, okay? Don't overuse it. Just use it once in a while. Throw it in there. When you're talking to your friends, just throw it as, when you're making jokes, use them. And you will feel nice using them, because this is also a way of improving on your English and improving on your communication and writing skills, okay? You want more marks, use them, okay? So but use the relevant ones. Don't just throw any words there. There are specific idioms to use, okay? Don't forget about that.